The article is chosen from the travel section of the New York Times. The topic is called Asia welcomes travelers, but Japan says not yet. The the authors are Ben Dooley and Hisako Yuno. The article is written on April 2nd, 2022. Countries across region are reopening borders to tourists, but Japan continues to turn them away, and the country is now rushing to change things. Okay, so last week, Japan's National Tourism Organization unveiled a GoSee website aimed at international visitors to look into experiences the country's famous hospitality. An introductory video presents sweeping views of lush green islands dotting at a Ceylon Bay, sleek hotel rooms boasting breathtaking views, and a mouth-watering close-up of elegantly prepared seafood. Good luck experiencing any of it in person. In a normal year, this would be peak season for tourism to Japan, but as the cherry blossom burst into bloom along Kyoto's Action Temple Line alleys, and boat tours play the waters of Tokyo Flower Line rivers, Japanese tourists largely have the spectacular display to themselves. The country sealed its borders to most foreign travelers early in the pandemic and has only recently begun to allow a slow drip of students and business people to return, a sharp contrast to most of its Asian neighbors who, with the major exception of China, have substantially eased their travel restrictions. Those hoping to visit Japan for fun shouldn't hold their breath. Despite the National Tourism Organization's wishful thinking, Koichi Wada, the head of Japan's tourism agency, told Parliament last month that it's exceedingly difficult to forecast the long-term trends for inbound tourism. The reasons are clear. As much of the rest of the world has decided to pretend the pandemic is over, Japanese politicians and the public have maintained a more cautious approach. While there's no definitive evidence that the border control uh, have kept case numbers low, they have been enormously popular with people at home. More than 65% of respondents in a recent poll by the public broadcaster NHK approved of the measures or feel they should be strengthened. And with an important parliamentary election coming up in July, the country's political leadership is unlikely to do anything and might endanger their party's chance of winning a comfortable majority, risking a rise in coronavirus cases by reopening the country to tourism. It's not clear when restrictions might be rolled back, but it certainly won't happen before the election, said James Brady, the head Japan analyst at Tinko, a risk advisory consulting firm. But there might be some incremental movement once votes are in. The Prime Minister Fumio Kishida would have the flexibility to start rolling things back and opening up, Mr. Brady said, adding that the other major factor will the Japanese government's assessment of how the pandemic is playing out in China and South Korea, Japan's two largest sources of tourism.